See, this is of course Guillermo del Toro's new film. Now, the man who brought us Hellboy, Pan's Labyrinth. So Crimson Peak is a definite exciting film for me. I love a lot of the stuff he's done previously, so I'm looking forward to this.
Totally agree. Yeah.
The trailer does look quite scary. It has the kind of haunted house look about it, feel, but he did say it's not a haunted house kind of film. So I am definitely intrigued, and of course he gave us that film with no story, but visually stunning Pacific Rim. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Pacific.
If nothing else, purely because it's gonna look good. I'm excited for this one. I'm genuinely gonna give it an 8.
And hey, Pacific Rim was even that was a good film. It had its hold, but it was a pretty entertaining and not too flat a film. Not too flat. And yeah, all of his stuff. It's gonna be good. It's got to be good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what
I'm gonna give it.
And it's going back to horror as well. So it's kind of one of those things he hasn't done in a while. Even Pan's Labyrinth, you can't really class as a horror, but it was.
Pan's Labyrinth is brilliant. I love that movie as well.
It's another great film.
So yeah, I'm going to give this an 8. I think it's an 8 now. It's probably going to be a 10 by the time it comes out. By the time it's near the time.
He did The Spanish Orphanage as well, which was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. So yeah, so we're really excited for that one. Really looking forward to that. He walked away from the Hobbit franchise, which is a bit of a shame. The next is Goosebumps, based on that book starring Jack Black. The trailer didn't look that good. It looks a bit like a kiddie kind of film. I'm not too excited about it yet. Plus, it comes out the same time as Crimson Peak, so it's like a 3, maybe a 4 at the most, because I remember the books from back in the day. I'd give it about a 4. Nothing too exciting yet for it.
Yeah. I think by the time October comes, maybe it'll be a 5 for me. Sounds a bit more interesting than some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the bigger stuff that I'm not interested in. Yeah. But there you go. I don't know much about it, so.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. There isn't a lot out for it yet, so it might be something quite good. Might pick up a couple of books, and it might be parts of that. May just be a origin story, kind of prequel, sequel kind of thing. We don't know.
Yeah.
The
if
next
it becomes
one,
a multi-parter, then.
Yeah, it maybe just pays.
I don't like multi-parter. Yeah.
The next one after that is the Last Witch Hunter. This kind of makes me think that there was a prequel or sequel beforehand about a witch hunter. They've all died, and now Vin Diesel's the last one. But it's not. It's an actual, just a new film starring Vin Diesel as a witch hunter. On the vein of...
It's not a reboot.
It's not a reboot, prequel, sequel, no. Origin story. This is actually something that could be something new. Starring Vin Diesel, the man who loved his Riddick stuff, which I wasn't a big fan of, but they were alright. So, yeah, so the Last Witch Hunter. You don't know much about this one yet, I guess?
No, I don't know much about it, but I have to say, on the back of other witch hunty type of films of late, it should be a good flick.
Well, so I'm an average. I'm about a 5 on this so far. Nothing exciting about it yet. It's got Vin Diesel. It's got some other Elijah Woods in it. Michael Caine. They're the kind of things that interest me so far. The poster looks alright. We'll have to wait and see for the first trailer, I think, to see if we get anything out of that, to see if we're excited or not. But yeah, I'm about 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on that. Well, our first complete match, 5. I'm going for 5 as well.
Next October film, obviously, is the Halloween franchise that we've loved to hate. The Paranormal Activities. The final Paranormal Activity, as they call it for now. See the trailer.
The final one.
And this one actually looks quite different for a change. It's still got the same thing. They've got new camera, which now shows us Toby for the first time. So this could be something good. It also kind of fills in the gaps between when 2 and 3, I think, were. So where the little girls were in the toilet. He's watching a video, and the little girl comes in his room and she sneezes, and the girls in the video say "bless you," and they look at the screen. So yeah, it's got those spooky little bits that we've kind of like got used to by now. But is the series a bit old and run down? Maybe. So I'm a 6 on it because I did like the first Paranormal Activity. That was really good. It was very unexpected kind of film. Nothing really happens, but it was quite scary. And then you followed it up with multiple sequels.
Oh yeah, it seems to be building a solid franchise. So, what's your score?
I'm a 6 on this one. It's more than Man from U.N.C.L.E., but not the single most excited film of the year now.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 because I've not really caught up with the series. I'm not really on the ball with the paranormal series. So if it's something you're enjoying, then go for it. I can't really comment too much on it.
Next on our list is it's an unusual film to kind of be reviewing because you know nothing about it other than the title, which is Scouts vs Zombies. Now, just the title
What more
alone
do you need to know?
gives me a good 6 to 5 excitement. This is going to be something good. It'll be one of those kind of films which are just a horror film, which will be quite funny. And we have nothing other than the title to go on, and at this point I'm the 6 in excitement level. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I've got to stop giving these numbers because I'm going to give this one a letter. I'm going to call it G. Okay.
G. So
Yeah,
we're getting to November now. There are a couple of films that you will know off the bat here. One obviously is the new Bond film. Now, have you seen anything about the new Bond film? Are you a Bond fan? Let's start with basics. Do you like the Bond franchise?
I am an old Bond fan, so new ones are often not exciting.
So you're not very excited for the new Bond film then?
I have to say, Mission Impossible takes it for modern. You know, they stole the Bond series by just being more entertaining than your film.
So what about the last one, which was directed by Sam Mendes? Now, Sam Mendes did an amazing job of bringing back Bond, making it look and feel just like Dark Knight.
Reboot.
Where we had it is literally a reboot, yeah, because M dies at the end of it, and now we have a new M, and he pretty much just brought it all back together again. But it had a Dark Knight feel about it. The last James Bond, where it even had the villain sitting in the glass cage or jail sentence, clapping his hands, just like the Joker did. Wanted to get caught, just like the Joker did. And while he was in prison, he was taking down the whole MI6 from inside, just like the Joker did. Where he... like in Dark Knight. So if you like Dark Knight, you're gonna love that Bond film because it's the same thing. So I'm quite excited by this new Bond film. I'm a Bond kind of fan, so I'm gonna give it another 6, solid 6.
Okay, let me put what you just said another way then. The Dark Knight Rises. This could be the next Dark Knight Rises. So, you know, I'll give it a 4.
Brilliant. The next film that we have on our up and coming list is the prequel to the franchise that was already a Japanese film that got crossed over to become an American film, Ring, which is now called Rings.
I thought you were going to say that.
When The Ring originally came out, that was a scary film, and I loved the first one. It was very good. The second one came out years later, and we've never had a sequel to this Japanese remake. But now we finally get the 3D rings that we always wanted in the prequel sequel origin story. I quite like the Ring franchise, so I'm quite looking forward to this. There's been nothing come out of it, but if it focuses on the little girl who got stuck in the well and has more
Called
of
Bilbo.
that. This Bilbo Baggins. It was Gollum who was stuck in the ring. Yeah, I'm strongly excited for this. A 5, so far away. 5.
So far away. Yeah. I'd probably go for that. Yeah, I'll give it 5. I really need to rewatch the first Ring to get what's going on. I think.
It was pretty straightforward. You're watching videotapes. 7 days later, he died. What do you need to know?
Is there nothing else to it? Okay.
No, but there was a way of fixing that. Obviously, there's a way of
I'm
avoiding.
just getting
death.
this same sort of series vibe. Whenever there's something in a series, it worries me. Unless I'm strongly connected to that series and I want to watch the next ones, I feel like I'm gonna get confused, get missing out on something, or I'm skipping a step that I shouldn't be skipping.
Well,
So
this new
my
one might
bias.
just be a retelling of the whole thing from the start. So this might be the one to
Okay,
start
so
off with.
there you go. This might be the one that finally sells reboots to me as something worthwhile. But I need this to know what's going on.
And the next film on our list is the next Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. Are you a fan of these Hunger Games films or not?
We're coming back to the whole series of film thing again.
Based on books,
We just,
this example.
I really liked. I really liked the first one. Right, the first one was sci-fi, but it was different, and I really liked the way they did sci-fi different. Because at the time it was something new as well. Now sci-fi's got really popular, and they're doing loads of things like this. And the second one was a bit weaker. Then when the third one came out with a part 1 on it, that's when I stopped. I don't want to see a part 3, part 1. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, just call it part 3 and then call it part 4. I might carry on seeing. I'm not going to watch part 3, part 1.
I'll be
You
honest.
can't finish.
I watched the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it. I'd seen Battle Royale, which I thought was much better. If you're gonna give kids and they're just gonna kill each other, it's not really something for me. It's not my type of film. So
Well,
I was not interested in the film. I was kind of turned off from it
Excellent.
from the moment I turned it on because it looked like Battle Royale, which was really good. But this
Yes,
wasn't as
yes.
bloody or wasn't as gory or wasn't as good.
No, that was the big problem with it. Yeah. It had the idea of battle royale, but no gore or violence.
Or even the story.
So it's very, yeah, well, not much of a story, but yeah, it really lacked on the whole. You tell us we're going to get a film where you're going to watch kids killing each other for food or something. That's what we want to see. If you don't give us that, it's going to be disappointing.
So I'm going to miss this because I've seen the first of the franchise. I've walked away from the franchise thereafter.
Yeah.
The whole District stuff. If it was District 9, I'd be interested, but anything else, I'm not really fussed.
But
So
you're
it's a
finally,
miss for me.
you're finally on my side of the fence with regards to sequels.
So I'm walking away from this one. What's your
You're
final
walking
say
away
on
from
this
this
one?
series. Okay, so you're walking away completely. I am. In all honesty, I would watch it if I watched it on a DVD with the first part. If I watched part 1, part 2, then I'll watch it, but in cinemas, yeah. I would give it a miss. I'm definitely not going to go and see it until I've seen the other one. Probably going to watch them together eventually, one day, if I can borrow them. Not have to pay anything to watch them. So yeah, but I have to say, unlike you, I did like the first one. It just went down. It went downhill.
So yeah, so that's our November preview.
Yes.
Next video we'll do the December to Christmas one because there's some big films. There's a lot of talking about. So yeah. So tell us if we missed anything, if we like any of those previews, if you want us to sit and watch these Hunger Games films. Write a comment on the bottom and we'll force ourselves to do so. So
Yeah.
we'll endure.
Or yeah, or just tell us what some of these films are about, because some of them are very mysterious at the moment. So, I'm interested. If,
And
do you want